Are you considering selling a home and will be using a professional realtor to help you sell it? Then you will want to research their list price to sales price ratio. What is the list price to sales price ratio and why is it so important? Hi, I'm Richard Freedkin, 40-year real estate expert with eXp Realty, and today I want to talk to you about a very important metric in real estate if you're considering selling a home. It's called the list price to sales price ratio. Understanding this metric can make a huge difference in the amount of money that you get for your home. Speaking to previous home sellers, I often hear that they chose their realtor because they knew someone or they had a friend in the business. But is that always the smartest financial decision when it comes to what is usually the largest financial transaction we will ever engage in? Had they done some research prior to signing the listing agreement, they may have found that the realtor that they were choosing had a low list price to sales price ratio, which could have ended up with them having left a lot of money on the table. Even if they thought that they got a great sales price, they could have possibly left 2, 3, 4, 5% or even more on the table versus had they gone with an agent with a consistently high list price to sales price ratio. Unfortunately, most homeowners think that all realtors are the same, and that selling a home is nothing more than taking some pictures, putting up a sign, and submitting the listing to the MLS. It is because of this lack of understanding that they just ended up hiring an agent who had the lowest commission rate. This many times results with the seller losing money on the transaction, a lot of money. Think about it. How much is 5% on a $400,000 home? It's $20,000. So what exactly is the list price to sales price ratio? It's the ratio of the final sales price compared to its original list price. For example, if a home is listed for $500,000 but only sells for $480,000, the list to sales price ratio on that one transaction is 96%. Conversely, if a home is listed for $500,000 and sells for $550,000, that list price to sales price ratio is 110%. A realtor who consistently scores on average below 100% is generally not as successful for their sellers as an agent who consistently sells above 100%. A consistent high list price to sales price ratio demonstrates an agent's expertise and competency in pricing homes, preparing them properly, marketing them aggressively, and negotiating effectively. This expertise ensures that you get the best possible deal when you're selling. You see, selling a home quickly and for top dollars is so much more than just taking pictures, putting up a sign, and listing it in the MLS. It takes years of knowledge and market savvy to study and understand comparable sales, market conditions, and most importantly, learn the true art of preparing a home for sale and of course marketing, especially digital marketing. If you don't price a home correctly, prepare it properly, or market it correctly, the home can sit on the market much longer than necessary, and that usually results in price cuts and the old phrase that circulates through many buyers' minds of, "Why hasn't it sold? There must be something wrong with it." Have you ever looked at a home and said that? A realtor who possesses those skills and traits will typically sell homes for more money than other agents. Yes, an agent may get lucky and sell a home for above list price here and there, but if you look at their actual track record over, let's say the last 3 years, you may see a concerning trend. You want to trust your sale to luck? A smart seller should always ask an agent what their last 3 years list price to sales price ratio is and actually have them prove it with the data and graphs printed right out of the MLS. Never just take their word for it. So you may be asking, Richard, what is your list price to sales price ratio? I'm glad you asked. Here is my past 3-year average on the graph right here from the MLS. You'll see that I consistently average above 100%. This is because of my 40-year history of real estate valuations, preparation skills, marketing, and even more importantly, my proprietary digital marketing expertise. I've spent years learning and honing these skills, constantly improving them through experience and data analysis, making my systems even better over time. If you sit down with me and allow me to show you how I market a home, you will quickly see why I sell homes for more money than other agents. Just take a look at some of my recent sales. Not only do I consistently sell homes above list price, but many times my sales are the highest ever for those home models in their respective subdivisions. Make sure you trust one of your largest financial transactions to someone who can really demonstrate that they have the experience, knowledge, and proof to back up what they say. I promise you, it will be worth your while. If you're considering selling, I hope you will give me a call and allow me the opportunity to show you why listing your home with me can make you thousands more than with other agents. Listen, if you don't like what I have to say, we shake hands and part company as friends. But I can promise you one thing. When you see how I market a home, it will be like nothing else anyone has ever shown you. Of course, there's never any cost or obligation to sit down with me, perhaps share a cup of coffee, and go over my marketing program. But if I can show you how I can get you 2, 3, 4, or even 5% more for your home than other agents, is it at least worth your time to sit down with me and chat? I certainly hope so. Also, while we're on the subject, why don't you request my free booklet entitled Get Your Home Ready to Sell? My free 60-page booklet is packed with pages of simple tips and tricks that I use to get more money for my home sellers. I even use examples from my own listings. Just click the button below to get your free copy sent right to your inbox. Remember, don't trust one of your largest financial transactions to luck or a friend. Research a realtor's list price to sales price ratio. It can make you a lot more money. This is Richard Freedkin with eXp Realty, and I want to be your listing agent. I hope you make it a great day.